Kovacs is deep in thought about the topic of peace. He can't help but think back to the day when he and his father went fishing and came upon the body of a woman floating in the water. The siege of the stronghold takes place in his subsequent dream. In order to transport him to Bancroft, a woman and the hotel clerk go up to his room and enter it. Her artificial intelligence, Hockey, awakens Kristen Ortega. She engaged in a sparring workout with her companion, Abed, by her side. He mocks her fascination with Kovacs and encourages her to move on from the past relationship with him. Hawkeye is the one who is providing her with the location of Kovacs. Ms. Prescott takes Kovacs to a sleeve dealer so that she can sell them to high-end customers. Additionally, the Bancrofts are able to obtain clones from them. It appears that new Lawrence and new Miriam are both currently sleeping. The actual Bancroft family makes an appearance. Kovacs begins his investigation into the matter. Lawrence had just signed a significant commercial agreement in Osaka seconds before he was slain there by an unknown assailant. Bancroft stresses the fact that he did not commit suicide and that Kovacs must solve the case within the allotted amount of time in order to avoid being placed back on ice. When Kristen shows there, the two of them start insulting each other. Poe, who works as a hotel clerk, engages in conversation with other artificial intelligences while playing poker online. They talk about people, which is an inferior kind of life. Because Kristen was running late for work, Abed inquired about her whereabouts when he saw her. She is given the assignment by Captain Tanaka to deal with Mrs. Henchy, who has lodged a complaint about her treatment. After a period of 2 months, the body of the woman's deceased daughter has not been located. Even the stack itself is no longer there. Ortega comforts the mother, who is sobbing, by giving her a hug. When Kovacs uses a computer to study the interrogations and threats that were made on Bancroft, Poe provides assistance to him. He narrows the number of files down from more than 3,000 to a select few. The investigator then notes that one particular threat, displaying a gun, seems to meet the description of the homicidal incident. Kovacs comes upon posters with an image of Quell Falconer that have been left on the pavement. He walks into a rundown office building that has the sign Interstellar Protectorate. The owner of the pistol, a former Marine who was tracked down using the serial number that was displayed in the video message, was the one who issued the threat. Vernon Elliott is disarmed and held down by Kovacs after a brief battle between the two of them. His wife is currently receiving a 30-year term for the hacking crime she committed. When Kovacs sees a VR headset, he dons it. In the background, a woman can be heard wailing as he enters the absurd city. He takes off the headset after hearing a loud noise that is painful to the ears and then wonders what is going on. Elliot claims that the woman in question is his daughter Lizzie, who is dating Bancroft. Unfortunately, her stack is stuck in an endless cycle. After a fight amongst the boys, Elliot is restrained once more, but Kovacs gives him something as reparation for the damage he has caused. Kovacs goes to a museum that focuses on the uprising of the Falconers. A young woman approaches and strikes up a conversation with them. Because of him, she runs away. When Kristen finally gets back to her house, her mother is worried about both her job as a police officer and the fact that she has stopped practicing Catholicism. She spouts profanities after the eye on her phone tells her that Kovacs is now in Licktown. Kovacs can be found at the Jacket off most nights. He then enters a chamber that is hidden from view and hands over his weapon. He goes out and buys a hooker. He makes his inquiry regarding Lizzie Elliott while posing as the mother, Ava Elliott, and asks about her. According to Anemone, the person who hooked Lizzie, she was a habitual meth user. Anemone asserts that she will inquire about another regular who chokes her, and that she will report her findings. Customers with a lot of disposable income have been known to murder hookers before upgrading their sleeves. Tack confronts him while he is walking away from the brothel while he is clutching a gun. In spite of this, a large man with spinal implants is eventually brought to submission after Tack is taken out of the room and roughhousing begun on him. Kovacs is placed under arrest as soon as the cops arrive. As soon as Ortega sees him inside the prison, she starts to wonder why Bancroft would hire someone who works there. Kovacs has been set free. Ortega comes to pay his respects at the funeral home. Kristen confides in one of the deceased blondes that her mother has always had a soft spot in her heart for her. Poe extends an invitation to Kovacs to join him at the hotel. In the penthouse suite, Miriam Bancroft is all set to begin her stay. She is watching his progress with great curiosity. She is currently taking off his clothes for him. She believes that she can produce a genetically modified aphrodisiac while aroused and naked, but only then. They are sexually active. An employee in the mortuary is taken aback when they witness Mary Lou Henchy lying on a slab with an open wound to her neck. After he has had sexual activity, Kovacs will lie awake and think. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notification for more movie recaps.